Let's also get you some big corporate voices from the CII Realty and Infrastructure Conclave that is currently underway. Listen in.
GST is here. We are very happy that GST has come. We have been very supportive of GST, and I think it was necessary. Putting hurdles on every state, having octroys, and all these multiple taxes have now been consolidated. However, real estate still continues to be multi-tax. You know, the stamp duty continues, the local taxes continue. So unfortunately, the taxes on real estate has really too much and too high. As far as GST in particular is concerned, I think overall, in the affordable housing space, the tax element in terms of inflation is about 3.5%, while in the luxury housing segment is around 5.5% to 6%. However, whether that will be absorbed by industry itself or it will be passed on is a question only time will tell, and also depends on the state of the market in terms of fresh deals. As far as the ongoing schemes, obviously the absorption will take place depending on the contracts which have been entered into, and most of the set-off, whichever is available in the projects, depending on each individual builder. But all in all, the expectation of industry is around 3.5% inflation is going to be there.
Talking about RERA, sir, which is in full sway, the end date of registration is about to come in a month's time. As a company, do you have any kind of proposal or request to push the date further? Have there been any kind of challenges that are being faced because of RERA?
As a company, no. We have had no problem whatsoever, and we will complete all the things before the date which is there. However, in the case of the association, we did represent to the Chief Minister to postpone it and give an extended date. He has rejected our proposal. So, and I think Mr. Gautam Chatterjee, our regulator, is also very, very clear that no extension of time will be given. So I don't think Maharashtra will extend. However, the other states is likely to extend for the simple reason that they are not prepared, and the software, their issues are still not ready. So I think that the other states will have to give time to the developers for the purposes of fulfilling the conditions of registration.
I think this is one of the few countries in the world where we have GST and stamp duty on real estate. This is not applicable in most markets, maybe barring one or two. And I think it will definitely be inflationary because we have 12% GST on apartments under construction and it is zero on completed apartments. Even if you take the set-offs, it will still add 4 to 5% extra, 4 to 500 basis points extra on the cost of apartments. In the case of rental, where there's rental housing, not rental housing, but rental office space, which is for creating jobs, industrial space and all, there is no set-off on all the construction costs. So that will add to the incremental cost. And in a lot of places where land is on lease, where governments give land on lease or long lease, like BMC, MMRDA, SIDCO, there's an 18% GST on land. So all these three will be seriously inflationary for the cost of whether it's office space, warehouse space or residential. And I think that's a big concern area in the short term. Along with that, we've got RERA coming in both between July 1 and July 30th. So I think it'll be a little bit upheavals in the short term for the sector.
Do you think people will be reluctant at this stage for investing into real estate?
I don't think people are. Firstly, I think it's important for people to look at it for housing, to buy it for self-use. I don't think they should look at it as an investment opportunity on the residential side. I think for the investment side, for individuals, I think the government's come up with the REIT legislation, which is a very interesting and attractive investment opportunity because it's liquid. You can buy quality space in terms of units and you can freely trade them. So I think that's the sector which will grow from an investment perspective of individuals. In terms of institutional investors, they've been buying, we've seen large global investors buying commercial and other spaces. I think that will continue as and when they see opportunities. But I think most of the global money coming in has bought completed buildings because they know how difficult it is to build new inventory. In terms of building approvals, ease of business, we're among the lowest in the world. We're 5 from the bottom. And therefore, they're seeing opportunity buying completed space because it's that much more difficult to create new supply of office, warehouse, hotel, whatever.
Even the developers are talking about how you can expect upheavals in the short term. And from what we just heard from Neil Raheja, and he's talking about not looking at real estate as a sector by way of buying real estate as an investment. Only if